Hello, everybody. I hope that you are all having a good start or continuation of your weekend. Puddleglum, it is good to see you. Shadows of Life, I hope that things are going well in Hyrule. I have yet to open the game again, but that's because I got distracted by another game. So, yeah, I have been spending so much time in Power Wash Simulator. Hi, Simsilica, happy Pride! And I had to look up what GDQ was. Game's done quick. I know practically nothing about speedrunning, so I'm continually impressed by people that do it. Forward-attuned camera engine is operational. I love that, and I'm going to jot it down, but I will only use it if you tell me that I can, because that is yours. You made that. But I love it. I could have written this easier. Yeah, I did a weird... Because I may just update... I may update that. Or lower somewhere on the channel. I don't know. It may happen, it may not. I've still just been really busy at work, so when I get home, my ability to actually sit down and focus and do stream stuff, like behind the scenes stuff, is minimal at the moment. So I'm just maintaining, and I haven't been able to invest the time that I want into the revamp that I want to do, because we have this lovely little spaciness, and I love it, and none of my graphics reflect it, and I want them to. And yeah, I haven't had the time. Eventually I will. But yeah, I have been I was watching Stephen Joyce, and Stephen had been streaming Power Wash Simulator, and now today I remembered, I think I watched Urban Bohemian stream Power Wash Simulator once or twice in the past as well, but I hadn't been paying full attention. But I'd been watching Stephen stream it, and it just seemed like a good, relaxing time. And so I like to, the last thing I do before I go to bed at night is play games, because that is my relaxation. That's my it's as close as I get to meditation. But I can only do certain games for that. And so usually it's me doing stuff in Star Trek Online, or I'll hop into Valheim and do some building or stuff like that. Power Wash Simulator is surprisingly excellent. It's great for just a chill, relaxing, low stakes game. But I've been playing it on career mode, and there's an overarching storyline that I'm sort of following. There's a missing cat, and I really want to know. I want to know how that turns out. It builds over time. And I've seen the cat prints in the dirt, and there's a volcano, which I assume is why everything in this town is so dirty. Otherwise, I don't know why everything is so dirty. But I'm curious as to where that storyline goes. I cleaned up. If you've ever seen the movie The Core, like the sci-fi disastery movie The Core, they go in this like, it's like a tunnel driller, except designed to go deeper. Well, there was a machine like that in the game that you clean, and seems like there might be some stuff around that. So the overall story in the game is, it's surprising because it's a super chill, low stakes game. And yet it manages to just sprinkle in enough story that I'm like, I wonder where this is going. So I've been enjoying it. And yeah. We did we started watching Ted Lasso yesterday, which I had seen lots of things saying it was a good TV show. But every time I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's sportsy. I'm not really that interested. But we started watching it. We've watched 3 episodes, and it's this lovely little positivity kick so far. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but so far it seems decent. I think we'll probably continue to watch more of it. Yeah. Otherwise, I've been. I finished my. Pause. Form the sentence and then speak. I finished my rewatch of all of Star Trek in timeline order, which was a challenging endeavor. And then I sort of got stuck. I was like, I don't know what to watch. And I ended up watching all of Strange New Worlds season 1 again. And then for some reason, I started watching all of Strange New Worlds season 1 again. I'm very excited for Strange New Worlds season 2. But they're good to have on in the background. You finished Strange New Worlds season 1? What did you think, Shadows? For me, Strange New Worlds season 1 is my favorite Star Trek. Hands down. I love Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is an excellent work. But some bits of it are a bit out of date now. It's still very relevant, but some bits are a little outdated. And there were bits of it that I never really cared for. Like, I'm not a huge Mirror Universe person, personally. Strange New Worlds, while not perfect, I have really enjoyed. And it is definitely my favorite Star Trek right now. So I've been enjoying that, and I'm excited for season 2. It's good. The fantasy episode, yes, really awesome. And yeah, I think they definitely have had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if you know, I quite like Alien and Aliens. Not so much Alien 3. Alien vs. Predator is good. Not so much Alien vs. Predator Resurgence. Alien, what was it? Resurrection? The fourth in the original Alien series with Sigourney Weaver. Also not super on my top of the list. And when you go to Prometheus and other things like that, they're okay, but but I love Alien. Anyway, and there's an episode of Strange New Worlds that is very much modeled after Alien, and I loved it. Be Right UK, on reflection, the Mirror Universe gets on my goatee. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. Welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, the Mirror Universe, overall, I get it. It allows them to break the mold that they have for the characters. It allows them to give the actors something new to play with while playing a variation of their character. And it allowed them at the time when it was introduced during, well, technically the Mirror Universe was introduced during the original series. I'm not certain whether there was any deeper intent then, but when it was brought into Deep Space Nine, it allowed them to have queer characters, which weren't really a thing that they could do in the normal storyline at the time because of a number of different factors. And so having the characters be gay or pansexual, as was the case with Kira in the Mirror Universe, allowed them to do that. But at the same time, having the only representation be the villains, be the bad people, was not great for me. What if you already have a goatee? So it's not my favorite, but it sort of just became this thing that was just part of Star Trek. Like, they did an entire, in Enterprise, they did an entire new opening sequence for their Mirror Universe arc. Like, it was a 2-episode event, and the opening of the show, the credits sequence, was different for the Mirror Universe episodes. So, like, they invested in it. They took a bit and just kept going with it. But then we never got a Mirror Universe episode in Voyager. And then Discovery started and really went hard that first season on Mirror Universe. And that was a lot of what didn't work for me in the first season of Discovery. And so I love all of Star Trek. There are just parts of it that I like a bit less. And the Mirror Universe is one of them. Although, I will say, I'm really curious what the Kelvin universe's Mirror Universe would be like. Like the Whedonverse, the Kelvin Star Trek movies are their own established timeline. I'm just curious, what is their Mirror Universe like? I doubt we'll ever find out, but I'm very curious. Anyway, somehow got onto that. Oh, Strange New Worlds season 2 coming out soon, mid-month. Also mid-month, I believe there's a new game that I'm excited about. I think it's still scheduled for mid-month. Oh, now I need to look. I thought they had said to expect it mid-June, but it looks like As of last month, they don't have a release date. I swear I saw that it was supposed to come in June, and I had bookmarked it in my brain. I'm waiting for Dune Awakening. I'm really curious. I'm hoping that it'll be an MMO that I like. I'm interested to play a Dune game. Seen a little of Star Trek. Your favorite Trek is still Shield of Tomorrow, Stream Punks? Yes, very much. Yeah, Stream Punks Trek is what Trek should be. I think Strange New Worlds of the TV and movies comes as close as possible to being Stream Punks. It has a thread of hope that I feel like some of the others didn't have as much. It definitely has more diversity. It has more, yeah, it's as close, I think, as, and then there was one episode, I think it's the second episode of Strange New Worlds season 1, where there's a species on a planet, a pre-warp civilization, and they refer to them by name. And I swear, watching it, I thought they said Delev. It's Deleb with a B at the end, because I looked it up. But I'm like, I was kind of side-eyeing it, like, did the writers secretly name this species after Sam Delev? I guess they didn't, because it isn't Delev, but my headcanon is that yes, it was. I did see a bit of Prodigy. Prodigy was good. Prodigy was weird in its release schedule. I thought season 1 of Prodigy was done, only to discover they released half the season and then took like 3 or 4 months break and then released the other half of the season. Like, it was an epically long time between the first half of the season and the second half of the season. Watch anything with Amy as a doctor? Doctor Who? That especially. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Amy Dallin was an amazing doctor. I think Amy Dallin is my favorite doctor. I don't know that more needs to be said. I think Amy Dallin is my favorite doctor. It was a good time. You know, I do have a game. We have a game. It is a retro-y game in line with what I have been playing on Saturdays. It is technically part of the Ultima overall expanded universe. We've played Ultimas 1 through 6 so far. This game is built on the same engine as Ultima 6. And you are still playing the Avatar, but you're on Earth in some sort of hidden valley. Not one where they make ranch dressing, as far as I'm aware. And anybody outside the US, I apologize. That was a brand name reference that you might not be familiar with. There is a brand of ranch salad dressing in the US called Hidden Valley. And my brain does weird cultural references based on words. Which is often how songs pop out of my mouth, because I hear 3 words and a line from a song pops into my head. Anywho, so we're gonna be playing this game today, and we'll see how fast I can get through it. Hopefully faster than Ultima 6. Although not a speedrun, because I've never played this game before and don't know much about it. But yeah, that is the plan. I should say what my schedule is, shouldn't I? So today, Worlds of Ultima 1, The Savage Empire. Tomorrow, I will be here. I will be playing Mass Effect Andromeda. I will. I know last week it didn't happen, but the problems of last week should be gone. Monday, we're still doing Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds is amazing. It continues to be amazing, and I can't stop until we've solved the puzzle of why the star keeps exploding and why we're jumping back in time to get to try and stop it or learn about it, or I don't know. But it's an amazing game, and so that's Monday. Of course, Monday, there is no Streampunks game this week. So, oh my gosh, Shadows, Sunday is your birthday. Happy birthday. If I don't see you tomorrow, also, I don't know whether it's Saturday or Sunday there, but happiest of birthdays. I don't know where I was. Monday, Outer Wilds. Streampunks are dark. Though there was mention that Eric might do a stream in the Streampunks normal slot. So if that happens, we'll definitely raid there. If not, we'll say hi to somebody that we don't normally get to say hi to. Wednesday, I have a neat collection for the archive stream. It is a NASA collection that basically it's from a guy that worked at NASA Langley while they were developing prototypes for space stations and working on interstellar travel. So Wednesday should be kind of fun. You'll be here a bit tomorrow before your game. I will remember. I'm bookmarking and making a note. Also, I just looked at the date and I was like, it's June 4th. How did it get to be June? That might bug me. Anywho, time is made up. Time is made up. Anyway, let me bring up the game, because otherwise I'm never going to start it, and I should start it because I said I would, and we've been totally playing it since the beginning of stream. I should also turn on the sound of the game so that you all can hear it. Haha. Everything is made up? What? Everything's made up of atoms and subatomic particles. Oh dear. Also, I can make that go away. All right. We'll do a quick the story so far for anybody that wasn't here last week when we read the manual. And this should give a quick summary that the manual gave a more detailed summary of, and then we'll actually start playing the game. And indeed, there will be dinosaurs. So I looked into why it wasn't capturing my mouse in the game, and I'm hoping that what I found is accurate, which is it's just the menu that doesn't like your mouse, and that once you're in the game, the mouse should work. Fingers crossed. The story so far. You had disturbing dreams of a faraway jungle, an endangered princess, and the black moonstone you carried away from Britannia in your last adventure there. The spirit of Lord British commanded you to find out all you could about the stone. So you took it to your old friend Dr. Rafkin, curator of the local Museum of Natural History, hoping that he could unravel the mystery. At Dr. Rafkin's, you met ace reporter and Ultimate Adventures correspondent Jimmy Malone. Malone's a little too nosy to suit you. But he kept his wits when everything went haywire, when Dr. Rafkin's experiments on your moonstone sent the whole museum lab through a bizarre black moon gate. You were shocked to lift your head and see jungle around you. Jungle, and this enormous creature descending upon her, the woman you dreamt of. A fiery tribal she-warrior of some time-lost land. You and your parents rescued her from the giant pteranodon and befriended her. She said her name was Aila, princess of the Kurak tribe, and seemed to be quite taken with you, her most unusual rescuer. But Aila's hated suitor, Darden the Huge, prince of the Urali tribe, arrived with his men, scattering your friends and smashing you into the earth. Now you lie broken and defeated, struggling to regain consciousness. Create new character. The Korok type? I don't know, maybe. You are in a dirt-floored hut, and a tribesman with wise eyes stares down at you. You feel as though you are floating. I love the static background, the TV static. You cannot move your limbs. It is like a dream. Yet you sense it is not a dream. The man speaks. Yes, warrior. You can hear. You see Intanya, shaman and healer. Intanya will heal you. But to concoct his healing potion, he must ask you questions. In order to heal your spirit, Intanya must know your spirit. So you must answer with truthful words. Intanya will speak of deeds and choices. You must answer with the choices you would make. First, though, Intanya must know the warrior's name, for there is much power in names. What does the warrior call himself? Really, honestly, I mean, I suppose the provided narrative was that the character was male, so. In prior games, though, the avatar wasn't always male. So instantiation of the avatar as canonically male, this is the first time. You fight a warrior you hate and knock his spear from his hands. Another blow, and he will be dead. Will you? Let him surrender and spare him if he does, or slay him where he stands. That's gonna be A. Oh, that's cool. I love the little animation with it. Your chief has told you to guard the village while a battle rages nearby. Your chief fights in the battle. Will you? A, obey the word of your chief, or B, join your fellow warriors in the fight? The chief asked us to guard the village. That is an important task. Your chief gives you a pouch of gems to take to another. He has not counted them. On the path to the other village, you find an injured warrior who cannot hunt. He could trade a few of your gems for food, and they will not be missed. Will you deliver the gems as you were charged, or give the warrior a gem? Oh, this one's actually not super straightforward. So, yes, historical game. And wow, even without it being the command, it still, apparently the timer thought it was time to put that into. Good job, Moobot. Um, so if you deliver the gems as you were charged, that's honesty. If you give the warrior a gem, that's compassion. Be right, UK, 250 more bits. Thank you. If you are royalty in an early form of hut, please remember the old adage, people in grass houses shouldn't throw stones. Stay grounded. Oh my goodness. It's good. I have to. Oh wow, you got a lot of pun point. I just randomly hit the numbers and it did what it wanted. Apparently that was really good and worth lots of points. I'm gonna go with compassion because even if the chief had counted the gems, I still would have given one. And I would have told the chief why when I got back. Ooh, only 3. Previous games that sort of quiz. So that's been in existence in the last 3 games. Only, I think the last 2, we didn't do it because we imported the character from the previous game. But they were longer quizzes. All right, let's journey onward. I wonder what class I got. It's Avatar. My class is Avatar, but I wonder what stats I got from that. You see a native man wearing an elaborate jaguar headdress. You are returning to wakefulness. It is good. Intanya's potion is powerful magic. It has granted you the speech of the people of this valley. Now you may understand what is said to you. In fevered ravings, you spoke much of Aila, our chieftain's daughter, as well as a Rafkin and a Jimmy. Intanya thinks you must find them as soon as possible. I need my notes. Intanya. Oh. Let's go. Oh, that's not gonna work. First bold, then I don't know. What color? Blue? Blue. Sure. Let's just update that so when I apply it in the future, there we go. All right. Yeah, I need to jot down my keywords so that I don't forget them by the end of the conversation. But the valley is full of danger. Before Intanya can let Aokan rise again and search for his comrades, Intanya must ask Aokan a question to see if his mind has healed as well as his body. What sort of cover does Jimmy's notebook have? Page 22. Oh, it's classic digital rights management. Geez. Classic DRM. I assume this is going to be in the manual? Page 22. what sort of cover? Weatherproof. The shaman looks pleased. I don't know if all of you are familiar with this kind of copyright protection, but this was very common around the time this game came out. This game came out in December of 1990, and putting challenge questions in the game so that you had to have a copy of the manual to prove it was a purchased copy of the game was common. Although I definitely know people who just copied the game discs and photocopied the manual to give the game to someone else to play. I definitely know that was a thing that people did. So it was a characteristic of these games, but not a terribly effective means of accomplishing its goal. All right. Cool. Let's see. The shaman looks pleased. Intanya sees that Aokon's memory has returned and he is fit to travel the land again. He becomes very serious. Intanya has had many dreams of one such as Aokon. Intanya believes Aokon must be very important. Yeah, it's not very good, and it's worse today. You're not wrong. The whole... Oh gosh. UK, thank you for 250 more bits. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. The moving finger writes and having writ moves on. Is this digital rights management? Or if we did it, digital rights management? Sorry, I'll get my coat. I appreciate plays on the last name Wright, since it is my last name as well. But 50. 50 this time. Oh, 501. Cool. I thought it said 50. It said 501. Yeah, not super effective. And I don't know, I was reading an article about there's currently like animosity between the different companies that are developing all of these generative AI tools because the terms of use for the generative AI tools say that you can't use them to help train AI tools. That the stuff generated by them is copywritten to the point, at least, where it cannot be used to help train an AI tool. And yet, they built those tools by training them on copywritten material that they did not ask to use, nor did they compensate the owners of that material. This is part of the reason why I don't like them. But, you know, capitalism. He becomes very serious. Intanya has had many dreams of one such as Aokon. Intanya believes Aokon to be very important. Intanya's men will try to follow Aokon and perhaps help Aokon when he is in danger. Intanya's men are the best in all the Valley of Aodon. Okay. I think the microphone is working now. And I believe that the captions are working again. Okay. So many things. Now, I need to reopen my notes document. I need to reopen the map and the manual. And Tony, hi! No, you didn't break it. My power went out. Also, oh my gosh, Adventures of Tony, thank you so much. Welcome back for 29 months in a streak, no less. Amazing. And oh my gosh, RTE Studios is coming in, and this is absolutely wonderful. I went from I went from no power to suddenly very popular. Hi, RTE Studios, how are you? Welcome. I hope that you're doing well. You know what that feels like, going on 10 days without power or water. Wait, do you still not have it back? And if anybody in here is not following RTE